looks like. Maybe the best version of you
Maybe the best version of you
has a little weight to lose.
has little weight to lose.
Maybe the best version of you has a little weight to gain.
Maybe best version of you has little weight to gain.
Maybe the best version of you has muscle to gain.
Maybe the best version of you had muscle to gain.
You notice all these things for yourself.
You know all those things for yourself.
I cannot tell you this because I do not
I cannot tell you this because I do not
know what the highest version of yourself looks like.
What's the highest version of yourself looks like.
Only know what the highest version of myself looks like.
I only know what the highest version of myself looks like.
So once you got that goal in mind, you know.
Once you got that goal in your mind,
Know what the highest version of yourself looks like.
You know what the highest version of you looks like.
You have to start acting towards it.
You have to start acting towards it.
So you have to start planning your goals.
So you have to start planning your goals.
For example, I'm telling you, in my head, okay, the highest version of myself,
For example, I can tell you in my mind the highest version of myself.
I know her perfect weight.
I know her perfect weight.
I have a very petite frame.
I had a very petite frame.
Too skinny does not look good on me because.
Too skinny does not look good on me because.
Like I told you guys, I had an eating disorder.
What?
Too skinny does not look good on me because, like I told you guys, I had an eating disorder.
Like I told you guys, I had eating disorder.
I was there.
I was
sick,
there.
sick. I looked like I was dying.
I look sick. I look like I was dying.
Good on me.
Does not look good on me.
A little weight, but like toned.
A little weight, but like toned.
Looks the best on me.
The best on me.
And I know that this I can achieve through.
And I know I can achieve this through
gym
and fitness
and
weightlifting.
So every single day when I wake up and I do not want.
Every single day when I wake up and I do not want.
I do not want to go to the gym.
I do not want to go to the gym.
But I think to myself, okay, what?
But what?
And I do not want to go to the gym. But I think to myself, okay,
but I think to myself,
okay, what would the highest version of myself do right?
But what is the highest version of myself do right now? What?
Gym. But I think to myself, okay, what would the highest version of myself do right now?
What would the highest version of myself do right now?
The highest version of myself gets out of bed, says.
The highest version of myself gets out of bed, says,
"Thank you, God, for waking me up today.
Thanks, God, for waking up me today.
Thank you for this blessed day.
Thank you for this blessed day.
This day is gonna be so good.
This day gonna be so good.
Started with positive affirmation.
I start it with positive affirmations.
I put my gym shoes on.
I put my gym shoes on.
And I get off to the gym.
And I get off to the gym.
That's what the highest version of myself does.
That's what the highest version of myself does.
And every single day, even if I
like
pick a meal, right?
Pick a meal, right?
I love sugar. I love like sugary foods and stuff.
I love sugar. I love like sugary foods and stuff.
But I always think, what would the highest version of myself?
But I always think, what was the highest version of myself? What would the highest version of myself?
Sugary foods and stuff. But I always think, what would the highest version of myself do?
What would the highest version of myself do?
Would she get this dessert? Because.
Will she get this dessert?
My issue is sugar causes breakouts with.
Because my causes is sugar causes breakout. What? No, I didn't get it.
Get this dessert because my issue is sugar causes breakouts with.
Because my issue is sugar causes breakouts. Yeah.
me and I get inflamed.
And I get inflamed.
I do not digest it well. It's very bad
I do not digest it well.
for me.
It's
I
very
even
bad for me.
I think I have an allergic reaction to sugar because it well. It's very bad for me. I think I have an allergic reaction to sugar. Digest it well. It's very bad for me. I think I have an allergic
I think I have an allergic reaction to sugar because
I get like a rash in my face.
Because I get like a rash in my face as well.
So this is really not good for me.
So this is really not good for me.
Think like, okay, what would the
So I always think like, okay, what would
highest version of myself do?
What would the highest version of myself do?
Because the highest version of myself has really nice skin.
Because the highest version of myself has like good skin, nice skin.
So the highest version would not take that dessert.
The highest version would not take this dessert. She would
take maybe caffeine.
She would maybe take caffeine instead.
Like something like a coffee or
like something like a coffee or tea.
Tea that will suppress like that suppresses my craving for sugar, right?
That suppresses my craving for sugar, right?
Right. So I do that instead because that's
So I do that instead because
what the higher version of myself would do.
Because that's what the highest version of myself would do.
Same thing with reading books.
Same things with reading books.
I cannot concentrate.
I cannot concentrate. I do not
want to read books at all.
I do not want to read books at all.
At all.
At all.
But the highest version of myself.
But the highest version of myself.
She needs to finish the books.
She needs to finish the books.
She knows books are knowledge.
She knows because she knows books are knowledge.
And knowledge is key.
And knowledge is key.
Knowledge will get you so far in life.
Knowledge will get you so far in life.
I cannot explain this enough. The more you know.
I can't explain it enough. The more you know.
The better. The highest version of myself is also very confident. Liz.
The highest version of myself is also very confident.
Is shy.
Liz is shy, but highest version of myself is really confident.
She does not want to go out in public.
She does not want to go to in public.
She does not want to speak.
She does not want to speak.
She just wants to be ignored.
She just wants to be ignored.
In her room safe, where nobody can judge her,
where nobody can judge her.
Can talk about her,
where nobody can talk about her.
Anything about her.
And nobody knows anything about her.
But the highest version of myself has a platform.
But highest version of myself has a platform.
And she wants to use that platform for the
And she wants to use that platform for the better.
She wants to use that platform to help people.
She wants to use that platforms for helping people.
This is something I'm very passionate about. This is
something I'm very passionate about.
My passion.
This is my passion.
Because right now, I was doing this, giving advice, making videos, having
giving advice, making videos, having
my
TikTok.
I would never ever promote anything.
I would never ever promote anything.
Because I did not want
my
my followers to buy something that I did not use myself.
Because I do not want my followers to buy something that I didn't use myself. Because I don't want my followers to buy something that I did not want use. Yeah? I do not use.
My followers to buy something.
Did not use myself.
That I did not use myself. So I will get so many questions for brand.
So I will get so many questions for brand deals
and emails and offering me a lot.
Emails and offering me a lot of money.
And I always declined. Because either I use it myself. And I promote it, or I don't.
And I promote it, or I don't promote it at all, and I do not care about the money.
That's how passionate I am about this.
That's how I'm passionate about this.
I did this thing for a while for free.
I did the things for a while for free right now.
Right now, I am making money off of this.
Right now, I am making money off of this.
Not through brand deals and stuff.
Not through brand deals and stuff, but
I am.
I am.
So the money now is just a bonus.
So the money now is just a bonus.
But I was doing this for a year for free.
But I was doing this for a year for free
because
I love it.
I would wake up sometimes at night.
I would wake up and sometimes.
I was doing this for a year for free because I love it. I would wake up sometimes at night. I could not sleep.
Sometimes at night I could not sleep.
Because ideas would run through my head. Oh my god, okay.
Because the ideas run through my head, yeah.
Sometimes at night I could not sleep. Because ideas would run through my head.
Because ideas run through my head. Oh my god.
Okay. You have to film this video.
You have to film this video. You have to film this video.
Because ideas would run through my head. Oh my god, okay. You have to film this video. This video is nice.
This should be is nice.
Very creative.
I'm very creative and my mind is always running.
So I love to wake up in the morning.
I love to wake up in the morning.
I love cultivating my new
I love cultivating my new ideas, telling you guys my new ideas, talking to you guys. I love this. This is I love.
You have to find your own passion.
You have to find your own passion.
See, I get messages. People
ask me.
Liz, what is something you would recommend that I have to do?
What is something you recommend that I have to do as a career choice? What is something? What is my passion and stuff?
I cannot tell you what your passion is.
I cannot tell you what your passion is, babe.
Babe, I can't.
I can't.
At all.
At all.
You know, even my sister, right? Who is literally my own blood. She does not want what I want.
She does not want what I want.
Because this is not for her.
This is not for her.
She says, Liz, I'm so proud of you.
She says, Liz, I'm so proud of you.
Congratulations for everything you've achieved.
And congratulations for everything you have achieved.
But I do not want what you want.
And I do not want you want. What? I do not know what you want.
Achieved, but I do not want what you want. I would never put myself in a position like that.
I would never put myself in a position like that.
For people to judge me. And this is very hard. This is very hard. Create such tough skin.
You have to create such tough skin.
To be a public figure or to be
an influencer or even a celebrity.
This is so hard
because the tiniest thing people notice about you and you start saying and you start looking at yourself in the mirror differently. You can be the most confident person ever, but so many people say it over and over again. You're like, oh my god, it is true. Do I really like that? You know?
It's almost like a body dysphoria.
It's really seems like a body dysphoria
that
you create in your head.
It's insane. So you really have to get tough skin.
You really have to get tough skin for that.
And a lot of people do not want this. But see, I believe that God gives us passion. Because that's what we're supposed to do.
Because that's what you're supposed to do.
God doesn't give you just like a talent or
God doesn't give you just like a talent or passion just like that, you know?
Why do you not want to go
climb the Mount
Everest, for example?
Why is not your passion?
Because it was not for you.
Because it was not for you.
You know deep down inside what you were meant to do. And if you don't have a passion or you think you don't think about what I'm really good at. What am I really good at?
People even pay like $10. What would people even pay like $10
for me to do?
for me to do? Like, for example,
me, I'm very good at giving advice.
me, I'm very good at giving advice.
I have always been given advice since I was a child.
I have always been given advice since I was a child.
I gave advice to my mom
I gave advice to my mom when I was 5 years
about
old at how she should work her marriage out and stuff which she should do.
I have been doing this for a while.
I've been doing this for a while.
And I am good at this.
And I am good at this.
And when I speak from the heart.
And when I speak from the heart. And when my
followers on Instagram ask me
when my followers on Instagram ask me for advice,
I give them advice for free.
I give them advice for free.
But you think if I would ask them like, okay, for advice, I give them advice for free. But you think if I would ask them like, okay.
But you see, if I would ask them like, okay,
I'll give you advice, but
I will give you advice, but send me $10.
Send me $10. They would 100% give it.
They would 100% give it.
Because this is how good I am at it.
Because this is how good I am at it.
Every single person is good at something.
Every single person is good at something.
It might be like as small as cooking.
It might be as small as cooking.
Maybe you're a really good cook.
Maybe you're a really good cook.
Bake pies. Start selling your pies.
Bake pies. Start selling your pies.
Do things like that. Bake other foods.
Do things like that. Bake other foods.
Maybe you're very good at managing a team.
Maybe you are very good at managing team.
Why don't you start a management company?
Why don't you start a management company?
Maybe you're very much into social media, but
Maybe you are very much into social media, but you don't
want to be seen.
You don't want to be seen.
Start a social media company.
Start a social media company where you make other people famous, but you're on the background, you know?
These are like things you have to think about. Like, what if
these are the things you have to think about.
What am I really good at? What would
and what I'm really good at, what will people pay even $10 for?
To get real honest with yourself.
You have to get real honest with yourself.
Like, really. I am so tired of these people always
I'm so tired of these people who always sugarcoating stuff, always being like, oh no, always be kind to yourself. In my opinion, that's toxic.
You cannot always be kind to yourself.
You cannot always be kind to yourself.
Sometimes you need a reality check.
Sometimes you need a reality check.
For example, I suffered from a depression for 2 years.
For example, I suffered from a depression for 2 years.
Severely.
I would not leave my room, like not at all.
My mom would come into my room in the morning.
My mom would come into my room in the morning
to check if I was alive.
If I was alive.
If her daughter was breathing.
If her daughter was breathing. And like if I think about right now, it's very hard for me to even talk about it.
But that was my reality.
But that was my reality.
And I do not want like pity or something, you know.
I didn't want like pity or something, you know.
I got over it and
I got over it and I become this version of myself.
So it's a blessing.
So it's a blessing.
But at that time, remember I would always talk to my mom.
But at that time I remember I would always talk to my mom.
And I would tell her mom like.
And I would tell my mom like.
I have this desire to help.
Maybe, no.
I would always talk to my mom and I would tell her mom like, I have this desire to help people. And maybe it was because I felt so helpless myself that I wanted to help other people. Because of helpless. Maybe it was because I.
Maybe it was because I felt so helpless.
I felt so helpless
because I felt so helpless myself that I wanted to help other people.
And my mom was like, Liz, like.
And my mom was like, Liz, what
What
are
are you
you
talking
talking
about?
about?
Just
Just
get
get
nine
a
to
9 to
five,
5, like a
like a
normal
normal job.
job.
What are you
What are you
talking about?
talking about?
YouTube, social
YouTube, social
media?
media?
Are you
Like, are
insane?
you
And I
insane?
didn't
I
even have
didn't
any
even
social
have any
media
social
back then,
media back then, you know?
And I was like, no, mom,
And I was like, no, mom, I want this.
I want this. I need this. I want to help people.
I need this. I want to help people. And
And
she was like,
she looked at me. She said,
looked at me and
Liz,
she said,
you
Liz,
can't even help yourself.
you can't even help yourself.
And that really hurt me.
And that really hurt me.
I remember I went up to my room and
I remember I went up to my room and I started
crying.
crying. I started
I
bawling
started
my
bawling my
eyes
eyes
and
out.
I was
Why
like,
does she
why
hate
does
me?
she
She's
hate
so
me,
mean to
so
me
mean
and
to
all
me
these
and
things.
all the things?
And then
And then when I
done
was done
crying,
crying, the next morning I
I was
woke
like,
up and I was like,
wow,
wow, my
my
mom
mom
is
is
right.
right. How am
How
I
am I
trying
trying
to
to
help
help
other
other
people
people
when I
when
cannot
I
even
can't
help
even help
myself?
myself?
And then
And then I remember I did my
I did my
skincare.
skincare. I put
I
my
put my I put my change
pajama
my
again, and I
pyjama
went back to
again. I
sit on
went
my
back to
bed.
sit on my bed.
And I was
And
like
I
in my
was
head
in my
just
head
waiting until
just
it got
waiting
evening
until got evening and
again, like every
every
single
single
day.
day.
I would just sit
I
on
would
my bed
just sit
and
on my
wait
bed
until
and wait until
got
it got
dark
dark
again.
again.
And then at that day
And then at that day
in
particular,
particular,
I went
I went
to
to
the
the mirror, I
mirror
looked at
and I
myself, and
looked
I was like,
myself and I said,
Liz, you're
Liz, you're
pathetic.
pathetic.
You are
You are so
so
pathetic.
pathetic. Look at
Look at
yourself.
yourself. Those
These are
are
your
your youngest
youngest years.
years.
Every
Every
second you're
second
getting
you are getting
older,
older and
and
you
you have
have wasted the
wasted the
last
last
2 years
2 years
in
in
your
your
room
doing
doing
nothing.
nothing.
So
Then
from
from that
that day
day
on,
on,
I
I
remember
remember
I
I
made a
made a
plan.
plan. I
I
was
was like,
like,
okay,
okay,
we have to
we
think.
have to think
What
what
would
would
the
the
better
better
version
version
of
of
me do?
me
So then
do.
I started like,
So
okay,
then
the
I
better
started the
version of
better
me
of my
would
me
start
would
maybe
start
getting out of her
maybe
room,
getting out of her room,
going
going
outside, maybe
outside,
get some fresh
maybe
air.
get some fresh air. So
So I started
started
doing that.
doing
I
that.
started going for walks
I started going for walks every single
single day.
day.
I would make sure I would get my 10,000
I would make sure I will get my 10,000 steps
steps in.
and
I
I
started
started
eating
eating
healthier.
healthier. I started
Making
like
myself
making myself
oatmeal. I
oatmeal. I
enjoyed
enjoyed
doing
doing
that.
that.
Then
Then
I
I
started
started
listening to
listening to
like
podcasts,
podcasts,
motivational,
motivational
you know,
things.
things. You know.
I used to
I
listen
still
to this
listen to this
before,
before,
but now
but
I
now I
started
started
hearing them.
hearing them.
I
I
started
started
really
really
like listening.
listening
The
them,
most
and the most
important
important thing I
thing
have ever done
I
in
have
my
ever
life
done in my life is
is
believe in
believe
the
in the
law of
law of
assumption
assumption
and
and
believe
believe
in
in
God.
God.
Because
Because I
I
started to
started
communicate
with
with
God.
God.
I
I
used to
used to pray
pray
like
I'm Muslim,
in
so I would
Muslim, so I would
pray
pray
5 times a
five
day and
times a
stuff.
day and stuff,
But I would
but I would pray
just to
just pray
pray and
and
that's
that's
it,
it,
and then go to
and
sleep
then
and
go to
cry.
sleep. I cry.
I
But then I
started
started
praying,
praying,
like talking.
talking, but
So
so I
every
say
single
every
time
single time
when I did my
did my
prayer, I would
prayer, I
sit,
would sit,
and
and
not every
not
single
every
time
single time because
that's also
that's
like
also
pushing
like
it and that's
pushing it,
too
that's
much.
too
But
much.
like
But
sometimes
sometimes
when
when
I
I
was
was
really
really
feeling down,
feeling
I was like,
down,
look,
it was like, look,
I talked to
I
God
talked
like
to
he was
God
my
like He
best
was my
friend.
best friend.
I was like,
I
look,
was
I
like,
don't
look,
feel
I don't
good,
feel good,
and this is what
and
I'm
this is what
feeling
I'm
right now,
feeling
and I
right
don't
now,
know
but I don't
why,
know why, and I
and I
know
know
you
you're
are
the
the
only
only
one
one
that
that
can
can
help
help
me,
me, and
and
you
you know
know
what? I give
what?
it to
I
you.
give it to you.
You know what's
You know
best
what
for me,
that's
and
best for
show
me,
me
and
the
show
way.
me the
I
way.
asked him,
I asked
show
him,
me the
show
way.
me the
How
way,
do I
how
do
to do
it?
it, how do I do it?
So when I started
Start
talking to
talking to
him
him
like
like
that,
that.
I
I
swear,
swear, every
every
single
single thing
thing
I wanted
I
to
want to
manifest
manifest,
started
start
manifesting
manifesting in
into
my
my
life.
life. Because I
Because
started
I
talking to
started
God.
talking to
See,
God.
you
See, you
guys are
guys are
expecting things to
expecting
come
things to
into
come
your
into
life,
your life,
but did you
but
ask
did you
God?
ask God?
Did you ask
Did you
the
ask the
universe?
universe?
Did you
Did you
ask?
ask if you don't believe
If
in
you don't
anything?
believe in anything, just
Just
ask.
ask. Ask.
You know?
You know?
You cannot
You cannot expect
expect help if you don't
help if
ask
you
for
don't
help.
ask for help. You
And
cannot expect for help if you don't ask for help.
you cannot expect good things to
And you cannot expect good things to come
come if you
if
don't
you
even
can't even can accept
from
help
people.
from people.
Sometimes God puts people into our life
Sometimes God puts people into our life
to help us,
to help us, to
us.
upgrade us.
And
If
you're
you are
constantly
constantly
dismissing
dismissing
people
people
and
and
no,
be
I got
like,
it on
no,
my
I got it
own,
on my own,
how will you ever
how
get
will you
there?
ever get there?
And then you keep
And
asking,
then
like, God,
keep
why don't
asking,
you
like,
help
why don't
me?
you help me?
God says, I
God
send
says,
you
send you this
person,
person, but you
but you dismissed them or dismissed her
dismiss her
completely.
completely.
Let go
Go
of
of
trying
trying
to
to
control
control
everything.
everything. Like I was
always
trying to control every single day in my life. I needed control. I was so afraid not having control in my life. And this comes from early childhood trauma because when I was in my younger years, I never had control.
There was a parent that always had control over me, and I felt just like I was nothing.
Bye, that's it.